Alright.
Says we're live.
Live.
Check. Mic check. 1, 2. Hello.
Mic check. 1, 2. 3, 4.
Alright, this says it's up there. It says it's going. I don't know. It's not showing. It's not giving me a feed or anything. Check our phones real quick.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, there it goes. It says live. Yep. I think it's going. Lit.
Welcome back to the Turnaround Sports Podcast, everybody.
Welcome back. We are
First
here.
time on the podcast.
Oh, no. What
Glad
is
to be here
going
with
on?
you.
Yeah, we got Justin today. Oh, maybe Nati coming through
Hold
a
on.
little later.
Like or not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Likely not, but that's alright.
It's alright, we still invite him.
This shit goes. Alright.
I'm at Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
It's a Dick's Sporting Goods Park.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live, baby.
Broadcasting live from Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Where some say the coronavirus was started.
Where did that?
Plague.
Can't survive that long
Plague.
conversation.
Right. I mean, I don't know. They say. I heard a lot of jokes though about how the coronavirus isn't gonna affect the MLS because they don't, get that many fans. Although that's kind of.
No,
I don't see
I
any
don't
of
get
these-
that.
That's
joke.
kind of.
Back, man.
I know because the
I don't
people
see
who make
the
those
NBA,
jokes
MLB.
don't get like the whole Atlanta United like. They fill a whole goddamn what is it? Is it the Georgia Dome
that's
or
one
Mercedes-Benz Dome?
No, yeah, I agree with both. I mean, Atlanta sells 60,000 tickets every game, but they're the only team that does it. But I mean,
Right.
you look at
Okay,
it's hard
but
to
still,
argue, though.
60,000 tickets. That's more than a whole lot of like big
No, I
time
know.
teams.
What,
If
this
you
is their
argue,
third
if you
year,
argue
fourth year?
hockey or basketball, yeah, they would have been their fourth, I think.
Their fourth year. It's
But if
their
you
third.
argue against like basketball and hockey, I mean, I know it's just because of their small arenas, but I think I counted there was like 11 or 14 teams that average more than the highest like capacity NBA team. So
All
I
right.
don't know.
But where do they play? They play in the fucking stadium, don't they? Don't they play
No,
Yeah.
no, it's because the stadiums can hold more people. But I'm just saying the fact that they still get more
crazy.
people that go to NBA games. I mean,
That's crazy.
I think it's growing for sure.
Justin,
Anyway,
where are you at?
What do you
What kind?
think,
What
though?
what
I thought the
virtual
commissioner-
background? What virtual background do you have, Justin? Is that
This is the brand new house in Ecuador. You know, just
Ecuador?
got the new
Nice.
picture
You're
right
from
there, the
Ecuador.
little
Nice.
plaque,
All right.
You know, what about you,
Sweet.
Ham?
I'm in
no.
This is just my room. This is my room. I'm not anywhere cool, but I got my race car blankie. You feel me?
Hey, I respect it.
Exactly.
I respect
Respect.
it. You got no pictures up, bro.
I don't
Wow.
have any pictures in my room. I just never really had. I mean, I used to a little bit, but not really. It's just not a.
All right, Nate. I got a question
Big
for you
deal.
though about the MLS.
All right, here we go. Question
The
time.
commissioner literally said that he thinks that it'll overtake the MLB and be the third most popular sport in America in 10 years. 10 years. What do you think?
No, but I mean, I think the gap will definitely. MLB is like dying a slow death. Not that it won't like.
It really
it
is
won't become
though.
popular, but like it's an outdated game. Like they need to do something with the MLB, whether it's shorten games.
know what
they
it is.
definitely need to
Yeah.
shorten the season.
Be kind of nice to
know.
go to 7 innings, no
Yeah.
cap.
Maybe not.
That'd be
I
a
don't.
bad
I don't really necessarily agree with like shortening the games. But if you're gonna play 9 inning games, you cannot play 162 games.
No.
Yeah, I feel that more.
There's
I think
way
And
that's
more.
they'll host the
better.
games in Colorado in April. No one like they get average like.
No, you're
10,000
right.
People.
No, this was gonna be like the first year when they had a nice opening day.
I know.
The
Yeah.
past few years has been snowing and shit.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
I just remember going to a game with Yuri last year against the
I didn't even
Giants.
think
and he
about
got
that.
smacked. And I sat there. I got a Big Mac Big Mac and put it in my coat pocket. And it was 30 degrees, snowing. I couldn't even see Mark Reynolds hit the ball. I just saw everyone get up, and it was a home run. Had no idea where it went. It was snowing. I was freezing cold. It's just like that's not baseball, man.
Yeah, exactly.
4 games
That's just
that
not
day.
baseball.
Yeah, I didn't get to go. I did too. I went to like 4, maybe 5. I didn't get to
I think I
go
went.
near those
Yeah, I
many.
think I went to like 3 last year between me working and stuff. It's
Yeah.
tough. All right. Well, let's go
Get the wheel
ahead
started?
and let's get the wheel started.
Alright,
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
spin
Just
a
a
wheel,
short.
we
Just
got
a
our
short. Whoa,
top
whoa, whoa,
five.
whoa! Hold on. Let me just give a short little. All right, I like that though. I like that. Look at that. Looks good. All right, just a short little recap what we're doing here. We're gonna do every single episode. We don't know if it's gonna be daily, every other day, every couple days, every week. We don't know yet. But every single podcast, we're gonna do a top 5. So we're gonna spin this wheel. We thought of a whole bunch of ideas, and we're gonna just debate or talk about the top 5. Whatever we spin. We're gonna start with that. Then we're gonna talk about dominant trios for a little bit. So the best trios in sports. That'll be a little interesting. We're going to dive into, after that, kind of the timeline for Corona in terms of the sports world, when it's going to come back, what maybe some predictions on when it's going to come back, what it means for the future, especially with baseball season like being delayed and stuff, and what it implications it may have on the NFL and whatnot. Then we're going to go over our Corona routines. We're going to go over what our daily routine is here while we're in quarantine.
Here at the Turnout Sports Podcast headquarters.
Our quarantine. No, look at us. We're social distancing though.
Aaron said the video on YouTube is freezing every 2 seconds.
All right,
I was noticing that too.
I don't know what to say about that, but we're gonna go over our Corona quarantine routines, and then we have a little Corona number game that we're gonna do there at the end, and from there we'll see. It says excellent connection on my screen, so I don't know why it's doing.
Whatever. All right.
Sounds good.
It must be the Wi-Fi.
Ready for the wheel?
Let's do it, baby.
All right, spin it. Let's do it.
Top 5 sports movies.
Sports
we don't necessarily
movies.
have to narrow down a top 5, but we can each give a couple that we like.
There's
a couple on mine that have to be in there.
Yeah,
I think Justin and I were just singing one. I don't know if that's one that has to be in there, but
that has to be in there.
I think
man.
so.
That's top 3 for me.
What is?
Major
League.
Yeah, I don't think. See, I haven't like. I just don't watch a lot of movies, but that's my fault.
If you haven't seen that movie, I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, it's a great movie.
I haven't seen Major Leagues.
Moneyball.
Moneyball is definitely up there.
Major League Moneyball has to be.
Sandlot's my number 1.
1, 2, and 4.
Not 3. 3 was terrible.
Yeah.
3 was terrible.
Probably Sandlot. I don't know though. Sandlot's one of those movies like it's not that great. It's just like childhood nostalgia.
What?
Right. I don't know. I love.
That's a great movie.
No, I do too. I love it too. It's a like.
Nah, it's definitely up there. Remember the Titans?
Yeah, remember the
Blindside.
Blindside
was a damn good movie.
Miracle.
Blindside was a damn good movie, I'll tell you.
I don't know how you can narrow down your top.
Rocky. I don't know if you
Rocky, yeah.
I do.
Any of the Rockies.
Just in general, damn. Yeah, Rockies were good.
All right, my 5.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, yeah.
Caddyshack. Some golf comedies there.
Major League, Sandlot,
all right.
And Moneyball.
Apparently I have to watch. Apparently I have to watch Major League because.
Yeah, don't watch the second one though. That one sucks.
All right.
The first one's it.
A lot of sequels are terrible, but.
Yeah, the first one's classic.
All right, let me test this.
I'd say mine would have to be Major League, Moneyball, and Remember the Titans. Probably my top 3.
All right, I don't think the stream's freezing. Just a little side note.
All right.
I think it's good.
Glory Road a lot's good.
I've never watched Glory Road.
Oh, that's really good.
I'd have to go.
It's kind of cheesy.
Sandlot's definitely my favorite. Like if I had to pick any sports movie to just turn on and watch, like I'd probably watch Sandlot.
Yeah.
Or
Glory Road about.
Or Blindside. The Blindside is
it's about this coach and he takes over. It's a true story.
Hoosiers?
Oh yeah, that was on the other day. We were watching that. No, it's about a coach in Texas and he takes over a team. They're all white. He's a white coach, and then he brings in like a whole group of black players, and he leads them to a national title. It's just, I don't know, it's a true story. Anyway, what else? Yeah, that's a good handful.
That's a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right, give it
Field
another
of
spin.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's do another one. Fuck it. Forget it. Forget about it.
Our top 5 current NFL teams.
This is stupid.
All right.
This is stupid. Why is this stupid?
There's a mute button in the.
Yeah. All right. Here.
Just like power rank.
I can figure out how to mute you.
Power rankings?
I'd say like a top 5. Yeah, power rankings going
Alright.
No, not one of
I
our.
don't have
not
5
one of our-
favorite teams.
No, yeah, no. All right. Okay.
5 favorite teams. Oh. Yeah.
I'd say the 2 Super Bowl teams are probably the 2 favorites going into next year.
I don't know about San Francisco, man.
What?
Their defense is just too good.
They re-signed. I mean, they lost.
They didn't lose anything.
Who'd they lose? Was that dude?
Defensive tackle. What's his name? I forgot it.
Oh shit. Josh was telling me about it. I
Yeah.
forget he was
Who,
dead.
Yeah, the defensive tackle always.
Oh, D'Anthony
Oh,
Thomas? Was it
DeForest
D'Anthony
Buckner?
Thomas? Or
I don't know.
something Thomas? I don't know. It wasn't D'Anthony Thomas. That's a super
you think
fast
so?
dude out of Oregon, right? Something. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just don't see him making.
But they re-signed Armstrong, and they really didn't lose any. I mean, they
DeForest Buckner.
DeForest Buckner. I don't
They
know why.
were, yeah. I said that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I didn't hear you.
All right.
Why that quiet?
No, you're
No,
not that quiet. I was just
fucking
yeah.
up. All right, so but
So
I'd say I'd say they're in top 5 though. Chiefs and 49ers.
100%.
Man, I really like the Ravens, man.
Yeah, I did like the Ravens
like
They
the
too.
Ravens.
lost a lot though. I don't know if their defense is gonna hold up this year, but we'll
Yeah.
see. Lamar
We will
Jackson is
see.
just a stud.
There was one team.
I'd say I'd put them in my top 5 though.
Chiefs,
That I
Chiefs are
like.
top, are the first.
Chiefs
number
are
one.
definitely
Hands
number
down.
one.
Hands
I like
down.
as long as the Seahawks have Russell Wilson, I think they'll be fine.
So,
Yeah.
The Saints.
What do you
the
guys think about
Saints
the
are
Packers?
good.
The Broncos made some good moves. I don't know if they're top 5, but we could. I mean, they.
My top 5 would probably be Chiefs, 49ers, Ravens, Saints. I don't know,
Oh,
maybe-
I'd probably put the
Seahawks,
the
Packers?
Saints above the
Oh, man.
Ravens.
I wasn't putting them in any order, but
No, I'd go with that order.
I
I'd
don't know,
go.
man. I
I'd
like
go
Tampa Bay
Chiefs.
this year.
Chiefs. You like
I don't know what
Tampa
the
just
Pats
because
are- that
of.
division's gonna be the Bills.
Tampa
could
Bay's
win that
gonna have a
division.
nice offense.
So did
Yeah.
Bleacher Report? What? Who came out with that article about the Bills having like a Super Bowl? Like
Oh yeah.
Was that Bleacher Report? Yeah.
No chance.
crazy. Josh Allen. Josh Allen would have to play out of his mind.
Yeah. I don't know.
But their defense is solid.
They have a
Who's their running back?
wide receiver. Is Gore still there?
Who cares?
last
He's like
year.
47 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Frank Gore's one of those
Anyway,
dudes that just like I don't know
What's
if he's
our
ever
last-
gonna go
what's
away.
our last team?
I gotta put Tampa Bay in there, man.
Tampa Bay.
I like them, man. I think their offense is
Yeah.
gonna be
Arians.
solid.
I'm excited to see what Arians can do.
I think they're
Ooh.
gonna score a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
That wide receiver core is scary.
honestly?
Yeah.
Honestly, if the NFC West wasn't like ridiculously stacked, I'd like the Cardinals in any other division.
I've got to give them a few more years.
In
Oh,
any
no,
other
they're-
division, I'd like
defense
them.
is just shaky.
What'd they go last year against the Rams, Niners, and
6-9-1,
Seahawks?
I think it was their overall.
That's just an impossible. Like if you put the Texans in the NFC West, we're winning 3 games. We are winning
No, you're not.
3 games.
chill.
Chill.
Okay, maybe
Alright.
we're not winning 3 games, but like we are not. All right, then we're going 6-9-1. Like we are not gonna come out of that with, be it 800 or 500.
What do you think your record will be this year?
I don't know. I think the Colts improved. I don't know about the Titans. I think they're gonna rely on Tannehill a lot. But
Oh, yeah, what do you think about that move?
what re-signing Tannehill?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Him a lot.
They're
You gotta
investing.
reward the guy who got you a playoff.
Yeah.
He looked like. I mean, he played extremely
I don't
well.
know. I just feel like people. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the only dudes where I've seen it work. There's been so many quarterbacks where they play like a handful of games
I
and get
don't know,
paid and
man.
just like don't. Was it
But
Matt
the dude was in
Flynn?
Miami.
And, yeah. No. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
There's just
I was
certain
glad he
fits
was
that
left
are-
out.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
There's 4
Alright,
people
well,
I hope
watching
they
this.
I hope they pay Derrick
Go
Henry.
ahead and
some
leave a
question. I
comment.
know,
We
they
need some
tagged him.
comments in the chat.
I know, let's
Say
go.
what's up. We don't even. We just gotta just say what's up. Just say what's up. I put this on my Insta. There's like 400 of you out there. I know it.
Alright, we'll do one more spin of the wheel.
Sure, yeah, we'll do another spin. Fuck it.
One last one.
You guys hear me better if I keep like one of my headphones right here?
Yeah.
You don't have to hold it. You're good.
It doesn't. Yeah, I can hear you either way.
All-time athletes. All right, are we talking about like athletes or just all-time like best players?
Just the.
Because like
sports or like
Bo
athletes,
Jackson is one of the most
Yeah.
insane athletes to ever touch any field ever.
Yeah.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, Michael Phelps.
Yeah, you can't.
Joey Chestnut.
That is the all-time.
He's the all-time. How do you just go out and win like
one other person in the world that can
go back to 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 back in the world championship?
Big Mac challenge.
No.
Mhm.
What's that up? I can't remember.
Yeah, the 35. Oh, really? Oh, he ate. I thought you were talking about that. I thought you were talking about that $3,500. Pat McAfee did that. The McDonald's challenge. Did you see that on Twitter?
Did he do it? Like,
no, he did it. He got it.
Oh,
he was done with
really?
like 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
But he was
What'd he do?
struggling. He just ate like it was like four McDoubles, 2 large fry, and 4 large sodas in an hour and a half.
Cheated.
How'd he cheat? I
Okay.
didn't see that.
Remember he got the sweet teas instead of the.
No, I think. Well, he said soft drinks. When I looked at the video, he said soft drinks.
Oh really?
He did. So I don't know.
I would love
Who
to
knows?
party with that dude.
Dude, I'd pay so much money.
When we went to the Cheez-It Bowl down in Arizona, he was like the guest of honor, and he was like emceeing it. Dude, that dude is so funny. He just came in like a sleeveless hoodie and just like fucked around.
All right.
Like a punting competition.
I don't know who. I don't know. Yeah, well, we got. All right, so Aaron says no Cowboys in the top 5. No, Aaron, the Cowboys are not in the top 5.
Cowboys in the top
Even
5.
with or without your stupid fan page. Mexi Burrito. I don't know who Mexi Burrito is, but I know them some way.
Hey, we got 5 people.
If you want to name drop in the chat, feel free. Number 1 bowl. They say number 1 bowler on the planet is without a doubt Tom Muterdes, which is my roommate. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but but like I beat him in the intramurals this past year. Like I had a higher score,
dude.
so. And you don't want to get me started about top 5 bowlers out here.
Nah.
Pete Weber and
Bowlers.
Jason Belmont. Like there's some
Jason
studs.
Belmont, yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
Depends on one hand or two hand. Kind of depends. All right, Aaron says new coach, improved D line, and we are about to trade for Adams. Well, also the Texans are about to. The Texans are about to trade for Aqib Talib or whatever.
They also play
what money?
They also play in the worst division in football by far. So
we're gonna trade back for D Hop is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give 2 first rounds for D Hop.
Adams talk.
I don't know. Ask Aaron. Just play Jerry Jones around his mouth.
Yeah, I don't.
That would
Nope.
be crazy, though,
Not a
if they got
fan.
Devontae.
I'm not a fan of that.
I know. No, not Devontae Jamal.
Oh.
Safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill, damn.
All right, we'll move on to our last topic related to the wheel, which is most dominant trios ever in sports. I don't know. I think this question mainly. I guess we can stop. This question mainly applies to basketball. When I think of trios, anyway.
Hold on.
I mean, baseball.
Aaron asks where we see Clowney going. Real quick.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I heard the Titans are talking with
Titans are? Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. I mean, who knows now, though.
Although, somebody's going to get, like, a steal for him, I feel like. We can get him down to, like, 15 mil or 16 mil. Like, that's, like, I don't know.
He said he wants 20, though. I think he's crazy for that.
But he lowered his price.
Yeah, he lowered it to 20, I think.
No, he lowered it from 20.
Oh, it was
to like
from
17,
20?
18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he lowered it to 18.
I don't
I didn't
know.
see
His
that.
production.
Like the most years, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, that's football guaranteed money usually, so.
Right.
I don't know where. Yeah, I haven't really heard too much about this, so I can't really say a ton, but.
I mean, we have no insider, and there's definitely teams where he'd be good fits. I mean, the Titans, they just lost their. What's that dude's name to the Broncos, so.
Yeah, Jarrell Casey.
Was it Jarrell
Casey.
Casey? I was about to say that,
Yeah.
but I wasn't
But
sure.
he's a DT.
He played on the edge.
I don't know.
sometimes.
Cloudy can play anywhere.
He, against us, the
Connor's a
first
big
game of the year, he
guy.
was on the edge. Yeah, he's a big dude though. But anyway, I mean,
wouldn't
yeah,
mind making a run at him.
he can fit. I mean, the Seahawks could go back with the Seahawks.
Oh yeah,
Why
that's
you
true.
guys
He
think
wasn't
he's
very
not
good at
signed
all
yet?
I
What
just think
are-
he wants too much money.
Yeah,
But it's
he
not
wasn't-
like he's an old player.
No, I know. He just wasn't very
Or
productive
unproductive.
with the. He wasn't very productive with the Seahawks.
He was more productive than with the Texans, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
At least like this last year.
His
Maybe
first
not
game he
this
played with them, he had a what was it, a pick six or fumble six, and
Yeah,
then after that he
that's
did
true.
not do much.
year.
But anyway,
Tatiana.
best trios. Oh,
Sorry, the
question?
chat
No,
keeps
keep
interrupting you. Tatiana says, "What are the thoughts about the Nolan situation?"
Oh,
Justin.
fuck.
Honestly,
Let's hear
yeah. Let's hear Justin. Let's hear Justin.
Honestly, the coronavirus couldn't have came at a better time for that situation, man.
Dead ass. I was about to say the
I
same
don't know
thing.
though, because like we might not see him play in a Rockies uniform again. Because
Why?
aren't they saying like you lose your year of like
I haven't
free,
heard that. Are
I
really
think they
talking
said
about that?
I think they said that whoever is a free agent going into next summer is going to be a free agent.
That's
So which
crazy.
means like his trade he can trigger his trade clause or whatever, and
Nah, that would be crazy.
we might never see Nolan play another inning for the
Oh
Rockies
my
ever again.
god,
let's
could
not
you
think that way.
imagine, dude?
Let's think the other way. Let's think this
All I'm
coronavirus
saying
a
is
good
I'm
thing.
glad.
And
I
this
was
fool
gonna
doesn't care about
buy.
money.
I was gonna buy his jersey last year.
I mean, maybe they get another
And then I
chance at it.
didn't,
Maybe the front
Yeah, maybe
office
they-
realizes they should have bought people and just go crazy next free agency, and he's happy that we're doing something.
But
Maybe
Because
Jeff
I mean,
Bridges
let's
has,
be
like, a
honest,
scared
he's
thing.
just he just doesn't like Bryce. He just doesn't like the move. He just wants to win. I think
Dude,
that's all.
I don't blame him. If I was in that situation, I
Yeah.
would be the same exact way. You kidding me?
But
You signed me to a whatever
Yeah.
$260 million contract or whatever.
just to sit here and rot.
you got freaking
yeah.
what? Wade Davis is still our closer. Who's gonna start? Senzatella was gonna start opening day.
That
Like, you
shit's
kidding
still-
me?
Was he actually? I didn't see
Recipe
that.
for
I don't
success.
remember seeing that. That's
Yeah,
tough,
he was
dude.
listed as a starter.
Sensi. How long has
Yeah,
Sensi
in San
been with
Just our
Diego.
us?
rotation in general. Like, who are we gonna put out there? After Gray, Herman,
Don't know.
like, it drops. And if Freeland
I
was
haven't
gonna
even
be
looked
really
at
good
it.
Back
last
to
year.
where he is.
But
Where he
No,
was
that's a
at
three-headed
this year.
monster. If Freeland can get back to his old form.
And he's a lefty.
you have three
too,
guys.
man.
Who are you
Gray
saying?
had his best year. Yeah,
Freeland, Gray,
had his
and
best year of
Marquez.
the year last year.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
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 that would be tough.
Then you just
man.
need one more guy. If Senzatella can lock it down, whoever, just one
I
guy
like
to fill it, and then
Senzatella,
you
man.
need. You can have a long reliever be your fifth guy, or just run a four-man for a while.
Who? They
I
got
don't-
rid of Ruffin, man.
No, I know. I don't know who, but just someone. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Lambert or
Throw Wade
I
out
don't
there.
know.
Would it help? Here's a food for thought. Have you seen how they? I might be tripping on this, but oh my, internet connection's unstable. It says it's fine. I might be tripping on this, but did I hear something about maybe the MLB going to like shorter games and having double headers? Yeah, we did because
Yeah,
it was in our
7.
group chat.
Two 7-inning games.
That would. Do you think that would help the Rockies?
I just don't get
With
if
how
you-
bad our
how
bullpen
do
is?
you would do that though? Like, does that really shorten the
So
season?
much
Because if you throw
14 innings in a
for
day.
14 innings in one day, you
So
think
much baseball.
that's like at least 5
That's a
pitchers? That's at
ridiculous.
least. I mean, you use 5 pitchers.
That's
in
a
9-inning games
ridiculous
sometimes, so,
amount of baseball,
you're,
bro.
You're thinking like probably on average 7 pitchers a day. Then what? Do you do that again the next day? Do you take a day off? But if you're taking days off, then you're not really shortening the
Not
season.
shortening nothing.
Yeah,
I
So, I
think
mean-
that idea is ludicrous.
yeah, I do too. I
That's
don't. I mean,
crazy.
they want less baseball. but
Rest
it's
in peace. Hold on. Rest in peace
Why do
to
you guys-
Nati. Nati can't join because his parents are making him pray with him. So
Freaking
rest in
Who wants
peace
to
to
take bets on this
Nati.
as a lot?
Rest in peace to Nati for having to pray with his parents.
not- tough
You
time.
can
They
pray
should
with
all be
us.
praying,
Our
Tough
parents
times
yeah.
in the
can pray with
neighborhood.
us.
No, yeah, you can pray with us. Exactly. We'll pray. I'll pray.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Anyway, Aaron says Texans and Rockies are wasting their stars in their prime.
Dude, shut the hell up.
I mean, Texans just shipped theirs away, and they're left with
no.
Watson. That's about it.
Hopkins wasn't our star. Sean's our star. But he was one of them.
I mean, D-Hop was. Oh, Chris Vieira's
Sean's
here.
out of there.
Chris
Hold on,
Vieira.
we got a new question. Chris says, thoughts on Daniel Murphy? I was actually,
Daniel Murphy.
optimistic about Daniel Murphy.
I like
year.
the signing, man, but then I don't understand why we let him go or let DJ go and then sign Daniel Murphy to play.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, why?
I don't get the point of that.
A player that you know
And
is
Otto,
successful
like-
at full field.
Yeah, in Ottavino. Whenever you get a successful, any pitcher at all who has extreme success
You
in
throw
at
money at
Coors
him.
Field, you throw as much money as possible.
Yeah.
You
And then we
give
just
him a
throw
blank
money
check.
at all these dudes like Brian Shaw who have no experience whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
And they're terrible. And
100%.
but anyway, on Daniel Murphy, I heard he lost some weight and he was looking pretty good. So I was pleasantly surprised.
Thing about him too is
like
the
38
locker
or something.
room, he's a good locker room
No,
guy
they
just
love
for
him.
everybody loves him, and he just brings a spirit, to games and stuff into a season that it's hard for some guys to bring stuff like that. I don't know. I just hope we get to watch some
He's a big
baseball
personality.
this year. No, 100%. One of the he's up there with
Which
one
is
of the
what we
funniest
needed on the
dudes.
Rockies team, 'cause
Yeah.
no one's,
Going back to
quiet as can
Tatiana.
be.
Yeah, she said the Rockies can barely pitch one game. No way they do good in doubleheaders. No, exactly.
That's
They
tough.
don't have pitching for one game. The only way they win games is when Gray
That's
and Marquez
true.
go 7 innings, and then they don't need to use very much bullpen. But when they're having to use their whole bullpen in one day, I don't like it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't
Hold
know.
on, I gotta go to
Bud
the
Black
bathroom. My
didn't
back.
seem Bud Black didn't seem like he hated the idea.
But why? That throws it's not even the same sport. I feel.
They
like,
said if
at
they
that
did that, they
point.
were still gonna play 162 games, which to me is absolutely insane.
It's asinine.
Like, why don't you
do we need
just-
to play 162 games?
For this season only, play 100, however many games,
100
depending on.
games.
I mean, 100 games. Yeah, they're all 7 innings if you need,
Right.
and then just they'll see how great it was. It's not because if for everyone, even when you're good, your team, everyone just gets sick of the baseball season. You get to August and July, and it's like, all right, come on, this is getting old.
Yep.
Even when you're good, it's like, can we get the playoffs started already? And you got to play a whole nother 2 months.
Yep. And then you're playing baseball in the winter.
No, yeah,
Which
exactly.
makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
You
that's
play
one.
all year to
Yeah.
play in the cold
Yeah.
for the World
No,
Series. Like,
baseball
how does that
should be
make sense?
played from May until September. Play 120 games, start at May 1st, late April maybe, and then have the playoffs in September. Makes no
Alrighty.
sense to me.
I guarantee you it draw
Boys, we're already a half
Yeah.
hour in.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Back to
Oh,
our
there we go.
top 3 dominant players.
Okay.
unless anyone has more questions.
I think we're good.
Uh,
What was it? Top 3 what? We always
most
talked about
dominant
trios.
player- or top 3. Yeah, the trios.
I mean, for us especially, I mean the Wade Bosch LeBron has to be up there just because. I mean, I don't know.
They win 2 or 3 titles.
I think they won 2, right?
3.
Did they win 3?
titles in
Damn.
I think so. Yeah. Right.
That's
I think
insane.
so. Anyway,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that one's got to be up there. I always I mean, you can think of a lot when in baseball. I mean, just like Jeter and Clemens and A-Rod.
Yeah,
and
that's
just,
true.
the teams they had. But
Jeter,
I think
A-Rod,
that
and
question was
anybody.
mostly geared towards. No, yeah, I think that
It's
question
geared
was
towards the
mostly geared
NBA.
towards NBA. But I
For
mean,
sure.
football too,
Yeah, you could have a dominant offense.
just like a quarterback and 2 wide receivers, or quarterback, wide receiver, running
Running
back.
back.
Stuff
I mean,
like that.
Steph, Clay, and
And
KD. Yeah.
that's a great one.
Even
That was
before
pretty
Steph, Clay, and Draymond, I mean, those teams are insane.
I mean, you look
no
at
matter
most
who
teams
you
that
really
won an
put in
NBA
there,
title,
so-
almost all of them, whether it's Jordan, Pippen, and
Rodman,
Rodman,
baby.
Yeah.
just you can look at almost any team that's won an NBA title. There's some type of big 3.
But I feel like
I
a
mean,
majority of them.
Kareem and
the
Magic.
third one's kind of just
Yeah.
like a You know, like a good support player.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
Instead
Yeah.
of or like in that way.
Yep. Adon is in the chat. Adon says Duncan Parker Manu. Of
No,
course.
exactly,
Yep. 100%.
Yeah,
100%. They were there.
Yeah.
There's a whole
Even
there's a whole
Detroit,
bunch of
the
them.
bad boys, like that. You sweep LeBron. I mean, I know it was LeBron's rookie season, but you sweep LeBron in the finals. That's or the Eastern Conference Finals.
Or the final.
Who was the? Because I was looking online before this. Who was the? Because someone put the Duke trio with Leitner. Who was the other? Who was that guard? Who played for Duke? Oh, I forget. Leitner and someone. But I don't know. There's a lot of them. And then you go to football, like I was looking earlier, Montana, Rice, and at that point you could put anybody in there because those are two of the greatest.
No, yeah.
But Roger Craig was the third there. Emmett Smith, and Michael Irvin. There you go.
I just think that's
Aaron.
The biggest in the NBA. I think that's just the biggest thing now.
Yeah.
It's just even just in our whole lifetime, whether it's been Kobe, Powell, and Bynum, or almost every.
Yeah, that's true.
The Celtics we talked about, the Spurs we talked about, the Heat obviously. Almost every team. Golden State recently. I think that's just why I think LeBron. I know he had Kevin Love and Kyrie, but when you think of
Love, Kyrie, and Love,
three,
Love,
the
Kyrie,
big three. I don't know.
It was Grant Hill, and Chris Leitner, and some other
Aaron, but you did not watch Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullin, or Tim Hardaway play a single live game of your life, and you never watched Aikman, Emmett, and Irvin play either. I don't know. That's just why I don't like talking about that really, just because we didn't really.
It's hard.
Watch them.
Look at our highlights.
That's why I don't like to argue about LeBron or MJ. All you can.
Yeah, that's
for us. It's so great to see.
To be able to witness one of them, but even just
stories and stuff. But we didn't see him play every game, and I don't know. It's just hard to argue that. For our
That's
age.
true. I don't know. Trios are, they definitely dominate in the NBA. I feel like it's really rare. Well, because the thing is, you associate them with one side of the ball in, football or something, but in basketball, you don't, you don't really care how they were defensively and stuff, but, especially football, you're not going to say, the Steelers in the what was it, 70s or the 80s when the Steelers are really good. You're not going to say Mean Joe Green, someone else on the linebacker, and then an offensive player, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even any football team. They all have to be on the offense. And in football and stuff, and in baseball, it just doesn't happen that often. Kelsey, Mahomes, and Hill. What did you say?
You're lagging really bad.
We are lagging, or I'm lagging?
No, you are.
You are.
Oh. It's tough.
Anyway, sounds like it. All right, let's get on to our next topic. I guess just talking about, since there's no sports, what do we think about when it's coming back? What do you think it's headed towards? Obviously there's different arguments for every sport. Baseball hasn't started, basketball's getting close to the playoffs, football's not even had their draft yet.
Yeah.
Soccer needs 10 more games left. International soccer it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a realistic goal or whatever for sports would be the end of May, probably, and maybe even early May with no audience.
I don't even think that's realistic though.
Late May with no audience.
Toronto, get back to normal.
The fact that Toronto shut down everything
till June 30th. Oh, that's
30th.
true. That's true. Yeah.
And they have a baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer team. I mean,
That's true. I guess it'd be past then.
and I mean you could
July
they could play
with
games
no
away, but,
July with no audience.
It's not like a thing where they're just gonna be
God,
like,
dude, that sucks.
okay, the cases are decreasing, we can play now. Like it's gonna be a thing. I feel like where it has to be almost like
I think the only
everyone's
way it'll play
recovered
with
pretty
no
much.
fans.
Yeah, but even then they talked about like how if they did an NBA game, it'd have to be less than, I think it was 50 people or 100 either way. And they talked about like each team brings 25 people already. I think it was 50. Each team brings
God, dude, that'd
about
be
25
insane.
people. When you have coaches, like trainers, like personnel, ball boys, floor cleaners, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you got camera crew, you got refs, you got just like NBA like personnel. You have
People like security.
camera, or like the security. You got
So many
the
people.
NBA replay people, and it's like there's just no way they can do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm hoping.
I just think it's gonna like the NBA. I think they're only.
So then July maybe.
I either think we're gonna see like
Hopefully by
sports just be completely different from now on, and like everyone's schedule is just completely gonna change.
That's true.
I mean, obviously, like baseball can't. Like you have to play baseball
In the summer.
Like you can't. Yeah, but I think.
Could you imagine if they just
the MLS
completely
is
like
not big.
baseball
the MLS
just?
is the same way.
Can you imagine if baseball just doesn't happen this year though? Like what? What do you do if you get to
I mean,
July?
Can you imagine, like the Prem
Like
just
the
being
end of.
gone? I mean,
Can you
like,
imagine getting to the end of July without baseball? Like what? Like August, September. Like I feel unless you have like a 30-game season or
Yeah,
something, you're not
yeah.
gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able
which
to
they
play
might,
that.
yeah, I mean, they might just have to.
That'd be crazy. Could you
Because
imagine
they
a
can't change
30?
their season. It's either.
Just
I mean,
time out. Could you imagine
think
a
they're gonna get to the point where
30-game
they
MLB
either-
season? Every game
Yeah.
would be so stressful.
Because that would be just September, but maybe like 60.
All right,
if they
still
started by, like,
doesn't matter.
August.
That'd be
But they
crazy.
have to.
That
It's
would
gonna
be
get. I mean, I think for
crazy.
the MLB, it's just like a ticking thing.
It's a time bomb.
Other
yeah.
leagues, it's like, oh, can we play playoffs? Like, do we finish the regular season? Do we just eliminate it? But baseball, it's like we either play
We don't.
Or we
this amount
don't.
of games, or
Yeah,
we
or
just
we don't.
Yeah, we don't have the season.
Because they're not
Yeah.
going to be. I remember when they
They
said
already
that
came
they
out and
wanted to
said they
play
don't wanna play with no
162.
fans
Like
either,
they're
so.
not going to play 162 games. It's not.
No.
It's not possible.
No. Mhm.
It's not worth it.
No.
I just think, how much would it suck? And like, pardon my French here, but could you imagine if the NFL season we get like halfway through and coronavirus winter 2 comes around, like in like January or like December, and just like the playoffs, like right we get to playoffs, like we're week like 12 or 13, and then it's just like no more NFL. Could you imagine?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what.
Dude,
that's what
I
Liverpool's going
would-
through right now. I mean,
I'd break
they have
my
never won a Premier
heart.
League title, and they needed to win 2 more games.
Yeah,
And then,
I
like,
think
they
they're
might
gonna
just get
give
rid
it
of
to
the
them.
season.
I think they're gonna give it to
They
They
should.
never
but-
won a Liv-
They
They've
will.
never. Are you sure?
Since it's been Premier League now. They've won like
Oh.
an English champ, but like since it was like the late.
I
80s.
think they will.
Tatiana says, "What about the idea of having the NBA do 70 games total and then playoffs when they start again?" I mean, like, yeah, that's a good idea, but it just all depends. Like, can they get it started in time? But that's what I'm saying with the NBA. Like, the NBA could just get started whenever, and they could start up again in August, and then say, all right, let's just do playoffs from here, or play 10 more games and then do playoffs, and then they're just gonna have to change their schedule from now on, and then instead of starting in October, maybe start in December. I
Oh
don't know.
shit! Hold on.
I think the NBA has the most like flexibility.
Yeah, they definitely.
and ability to do
NBA
whatever
and
they
NHL,
want because the
yeah.
players, like, they have a good relationship with the players union and everything. I think the players definitely want to finish the season.
Yeah.
So do the teams. So I feel like
And they
they'll
don't-
get
it's
something
indoors,
worked out.
It's an established market. It's a growing market.
Right.
They have a lot of, like, I think the NBA more than anything, like, the players' voice, like, matters most. Like, NBA, or, like, LeBron and, like, KD and guys, Steph, like, their voice, when they, like, voice their opinion, it's, like, heard, and
People
they
listen.
take action. Yeah, they take
That's
action
true.
on it.
Right.
Whereas, like, if
Like,
Trout
he's
says
just an
something,
entitled-
he's just not very, like, outspoken.
Right.
Oh, maybe it's just even people like in the NFL, like you don't really hear. I mean, look at what the new NFL, the players, whatever the agreement or whatever. Look how many major stars came out, were outspoken about it, and what happened, still passed.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
It's a bad relationship with the
No, yeah, it is.
league. Which is crazy.
Chris says, does Kyle Freeland have a bounce back year?
Hope
I
so.
have no idea.
I hope so. I don't know. Who knows what?
But I saw nothing from him
What
last
do we
year.
think? What do we?
Bellinger's third year was an MVP season, alright? Kyle Freeland is gonna be a beast.
Yeah, I mean,
what do we think about? Can you guys hear me clear? Or am I lagging?
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
What do we
Hold on,
think?
Keyshawn has a question real quick. He said,
is he texting you on the side? Why doesn't he join the chat?
yeah, I don't know why.
What a bum.
Where is the chat?
It's just on YouTube.
it's just on YouTube.
On YouTube, if you search YouTube.
He said, what was the best free agent acquisition in each sport?
I can share you the link, Justin. If you just
share it in here.
or if you just use the here, I'll share it.
Are you talking about?
What if they? What was the question?
He said, what was the best free agent acquisition in each sport? Football.
Free agent acquisition. Who
maybe
was? All right, in each
I just
sport.
don't know
I
if
think
they're
so,
only
man.
gonna get 1 or 2 years out of him.
Was Betts traded or was he signed?
He was traded.
He's traded.
Was he?
He might not play it for the Dodgers.
No, that's true.
either.
Yeah, he could go back to Boston if he
Was that a
wants to.
1-year deal?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He's just
The one
traded. He
year
was on
left
his last year.
deal.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, Justin, I traded it.
He
That's
said or just
wild.
acquisition. So I mean, I'd say the Dodgers. If the Dodgers can get Mookie Betts to play a year for them, or get him on a long-term deal, that was the best acquisition by far. I think in baseball, they did not give much away for him.
Yeah.
At all. And they got David Price.
I don't know. The Cardinals traded a ham sandwich for DeAndre Hopkins, so I think that's that's pretty undebatable.
Yeah.
I feel like, but we don't have to talk about that because everybody knows it.
Basketball.
I'm trying to think like outside. I don't know anything
thinking, like,
shit for
before the year?
basketball. But
I mean, I think we have to just since they haven't hit free agency.
Then I gotta say Kevin Durant then.
KD
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Nets, yeah.
I think eventually,
that's
yeah.
true.
I was
I
gonna-
mean,
yeah.
he hasn't played, so
Yeah.
but
Uh,
I don't know, man. I think John Morant, he hasn't been like a new addition or like traded, but
yeah, no,
he
Zion's
was
been a
new
freak.
addition.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like, taking him to the 8th seed, that's pretty impressive.
yeah. I don't know enough about NHL to talk about NHL, but
For
Who's that guy that went to the Coyotes?
I wanted to watch more NHL this year, and I did not
Can't
get
remember
around
his
to it.
name, but the Avalanche were really on him.
No,
He
you
was, like,
can't.
Taylor Hall.
Oh,
He
Taylor
won
Hall.
he won the Hart Trophy in front of McKinnon that year. And and everyone wanted the Avs to sign him, but he went to Arizona.
For soccer, just because you say all sports, and now I'm thinking about it, I think Holland Dortmund has to be definitely up there.
For sure.
I think Lukaku going to Inter was huge for Inter. Even though I don't think he's done he's done a ton there. Yeah, but I mean that's a big. Holland to Dortmund is definitely. Bruno. Yeah, that's true.
Since
Bruno to United was ginormous. That's true. I didn't think about that. Aaron.
Oh yeah, he's been good too. I mean, there's been a bunch. I mean, we were the only team really in the Prem that made a bunch of like impactful January signings.
But you had to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Aaron said, "How do you guys feel about the NFL draft? How does the virus affect the draft meetings, etc., and any other draft talk?" I wouldn't say that much. I mean, they got a lot of pro days in. They got the combine in. They can still call them. Obviously, like draft day is gonna suck because like the big
it's gonna be pretty boring. Yeah. Walk the stage and
the draft itself is
touch Roger Goodell.
Like a bunch of it's gonna be like this, and it's gonna be just teams' draft rooms. But I'd say like in terms of decisions to draft guys, like I don't know how much. I don't.
If you
think
haven't
really
done
impacts
enough
all that
like
much.
research and done your due diligence by now, then you're.
No,
not-
yeah.
That's true. That's a good point.
I feel like your
And
football
I don't know
team
how
isn't
much like
that-
a pro day is gonna, because I mean Sam Darnold had one of the best pro days you could have, and we still drafted Baker. I just think like at a certain point, you know what guys you want, and
It's like even like in freaking like colleges, you start recruiting people like 2, 3, 4 years before
yeah,
they're available.
Yeah, that's true.
no, yeah. So
I don't see that why that should be a problem. I don't know.
he
how
said
they can
teams
make it a
lost
whole
out on
spectacle.
30% of personal meetings. I don't know if Skype meetings do it. I don't know. They still get to talk to the guy. I don't really know how
It's
big
like
of an
those
impact
combine
they're.
questions where you can just ask them, you know,
No,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
what's the point? Where you can
Yeah.
ask them if their mother's a prostitute or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Or if they're gay.
Yeah,
or,
seriously.
like, they asked him like, what did they ask? Was it Drew Lock? They asked him like, what he got in trouble for? Because he had like in second grade, he had like a detention or something that they found.
In second grade.
Yeah, something like, or middle school maybe. But they
I don't
asked
care if it's middle school,
like,
high
what he
school,
got in
or
trouble for.
elementary school.
No,
Like,
exactly.
even if you get in trouble
Well,
for
yeah,
in high
no,
school,
exactly. So like, I just don't think. I don't think.
Oh
it's
my!
really, like,
Could you imagine
that
just
big of a
like
deal.
theoretically, like Peter Anderson gets drafted or something? They're asking him like, "So why'd you have 35 detentions your senior year?" It's just like,
No, exactly.
well, I was just, if you were tardy, you had detention, so that's just like, that's probably all of them. Is that I was just tardy to class? Like, I don't know. Like, that's ridiculous. If you're going past college to ask, unless it's something significant in their like childhood life, then it's really not that big of a deal.
All right, what were we gonna talk about next? I guess do we finish talking about the future dates in sports? I think we pretty much did.
Yeah, I would say so. Let me check. Where the hell am I?
All right, routine is next.
Oh, our Corona routines. All right, here we go.
Our
So what we're gonna do, we're each gonna
Sounds really
give our routines for our coronavirus quarantine. Our coronavirus quarantine routine. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and start, I guess. I have been staying up past 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. every single night. Like, I just can't, at this point, I can't get to bed before 2 a.m.
I'm the same way.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people my age are that way as well. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know. I just did it one day, like the first day we had off.
Yeah. And that's how I was doing. Now I just can't do it. I think it's just because I have no incentive to, time to wake up the next morning. Nothing to, like, even if I'm like, all right, I want to get up at 10 or whatever, but like I've been I've woke up past 11 like pretty much every single day as well. Other than tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a Zoom meeting, so I'll have to be I'll be up and awake and functioning before 11. But that's pretty much it. I go to bed at 2. I wake up at 11 o'clock. I wake up, make my 4 eggs every morning, drink some coffee at 11 o'clock, which is embarrassing every day I do that. But it's my new morning. And then usually the past couple of days I've just like sat at the table and done homework with my roommate or got stuff done. Just kind of hung out for like 4 or 5 hours, eat dinner, and then either keep working on stuff or play PlayStation till 2 in the morning.
Fort Collins?
Yeah, I'm in Foco.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yes, sir. We up here in Foco, baby.
Why not? You couldn't go back?
What?
He was back, but
I'm just up here so that I could do homework with my roommate and stuff. Chris, my boy. What's up, Queef? Chris is in the video. Yeah, that's pretty much my quarantine routine. Wake up, do homework, eat, do homework, eat, do homework, eat, play PlayStation, go to bed, repeat. What about you, Nate?
Repeat.
I mean, pretty much same. I wake up and I either.
What time do you wake up at though? Because you go to bed like the same time I do, but I cannot wake up before like I set my alarm.
But I don't
I
know.
set my alarm for 10 a.m. this morning, and as soon as it went off, I was like, I'm sleeping till 11. Like I just pushed it back.
No, I did that today too. I set it for like 9 or something, and then because I thought I had a Zoom class and I didn't, so I just set it till 10. But usually like 9:30. But I'm just really tired usually because I do go to bed at like 2:30.
And that's how I was. That's how I was even at 11 a.m. this morning. Like I woke up and I was like, I'm tired as shit, but I'm not gonna let myself sleep until noon.
But, I mean, I just feel like it's okay because there's just not anything to do.
No, it is fine.
You're just like, I mean, what
as long as you're getting your shit done, doesn't matter what time you're doing it at.
No, yeah.
So. What about you? What about you, Stocks?
I'm completely opposite of you fools. I probably have not seen 2:30 on a clock since the last time I saw you guys, and I don't plan on seeing it.
That's funny.
Nah, man, I go to
See, I
bed
wish
pretty
I was.
early actually.
Yeah, I wish I was like going to bed at like 11 or midnight.
I
Or
can't.
Yeah, I've been sleeping on the couch, just chilling, and wake up, do some homework,
Oh
take a
yeah,
shower
see.
at like 4 in the afternoon,
Yeah,
do some more
definitely,
homework, maybe play some
Yep.
Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
watch a movie here and there.
Yep. Not much. I mean, being inside,
Finding
not
ways to
much you
fill
can
the
do.
24 hours,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
and then wake up again.
That's
Play
my whole
another
outlook on
day.
it though. Like I'm about to be like this until like I'm about to just have to look for a job because I'm not gonna have an internship or anything.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So I'm just
Dude,
gonna have
we
to
have
find a
1
job
year till
somewhere
we
else.
graduate. This couldn't
I
have happened
know.
with a
And
week.
until
And the economy's about to
yeah,
be
and
terrible.
until I get that job, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be like going to bed late, waking up late, and then just but like my whole day just moves back like 3 hours. Like that's all it is, really. From waking up at 8 to waking up at 11 or 2 hours, whatever. You know,
I spilled this on my laptop.
dude, what are you doing? You gotta figure it out.
We're 51 minutes in.
I know that's crazy. We gotta wrap this shit up because
What else we got?
I don't know. We don't have that much to talk about.
else
If
you
you're
wanna talk
still,
about?
I don't really have too much. But if you're
How do you
still,
feel about this 2K tournament?
the whole player thing, dude, I don't give a fuck. I
neither, bro.
don't care. I barely looked at
It's on
it.
ESPN.
It does not matter to me at all. I don't care. But
It's the most pointless.
honestly, if you're still listening with us right now, or if you end up listening to this in the future and you're listening right now, let us know in the comments or in the chat right now. Do you want us to do this like every day? Because my thoughts here is like we can either do like one of these like a really long episode. We just ended up doing a long episode just because we started talking and we had we were having a good time and stuff. But eventually we're gonna run out of stuff to talk about. But we can talk about like just little things. We could do like our top 5, and then maybe something for that day every day, or we can kind of do a couple of top 5s and then stuff for the week every week. So let us know what you think. We don't really know yet, but since we have nothing to go
We'll
on,
talk about anything.
that's another thing. Like we will literally talk about anything. Like you could say like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like I don't know shit, but like I will watch an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'll talk about it.
Hell yeah. Watch some India, Pakistan.
Exactly.
Cricket,
Yeah, we'll watch some cricket. We'll watch anything. Like I promise.
We'll talk about whatever you want.
What do you think will happen? Roy Smith is back in the chat. Roy Smith. What do you think will happen about the summer transfer window? I don't. That's true. I didn't think about that.
In terms of what? Hold on.
They're listening.
Like,
are they not
In
listening?
terms of like money, or like, do you think they're just gonna get rid of it and say like whoever you had last year?
That's true because money wise, like a lot of teams aren't making revenue right now.
Because in a way, like say they void the season in the Premier League or like the Major League. Say like this season just doesn't count. We never had it.
That's true.
Then do they say okay, well you just have to resume like it's another season? If they do have a transfer window, it's going to be a point of like teams are really going to need money because they lost a lot of money. Like some teams just like can barely survive now, I'm sure, because they're not getting any revenue from ticket sales or merchandise or no one's TV deals, sponsorships. I mean, they're not playing games.
All right, Mitchell's being fake as fuck, and he's not in our YouTube chat, but he said he wants top 5s every day, and he wants to hear some shit about Keeping Up with the Kardashians. All right, we may not actually do some shit about Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but like, if you submit something on Twitter or text us or DM us or whatever, like, odds are if it's not super cringy or something we have no idea what we're talking about.
Mitchell, I got you, bro. Courtney's a bitch,
Justin.
Kim's a bitch, and the other one's a bitch. And
there we go. I like it. Yeah.
Pop off, Justin. Let him know. Let's go. Pop off.
Anyway, no. Back to Roy's question though. He said it's about transfer fees. He said, "Will the price of the players drop exponentially?"
I don't think so.
No, that's what I was getting to at first. Though. Like, I think
I don't
like
think
teams
so.
right now, like a lot of teams are gonna struggle to survive, and like I think a lot of teams are gonna be selling clubs, and a lot of teams are gonna be buying clubs. Like a lot of teams, like they're gonna have no choice but to sell their top players just in order to survive. Whereas other teams are gonna, like Man United probably is fine on money,
That
and they're
would
gonna
be
say, okay,
crazy.
we can pounce right now and get players for cheaper. But I mean, money's just not gonna like say Sancho. He was gonna go for over 100 million, probably. Like, there's no way anyone can pay that
Yeah,
now because they don't have the funds to pay
they
that.
don't have that
On the
money.
money.
Well, what if they
It's like,
just like you would think though for Sancho, like would he just not want to go anywhere and just tough it out for the next like year and a half and then get that 100+ mil once all this shit goes away? Like just banking
Yeah,
on the
he's
fact that it's
19
gonna
years
go
old.
away. Yeah, exactly. He's 19. That's the thing.
I mean, it doesn't matter to him though. I guess like the agent fee, but
But it's the team.
yeah.
I don't know.
Unless he really wants to play for a
team
team. If he
holding on
really
to.
wants to play for a team, then by golly, like if you want to accept 50 mil for whoever you want to go play for, then do it, dude. But like
Yeah, but
if you want the money
It's the
if
team
they
that gets to decide
if they
that.
want
yeah, the
if-
transfer fee has nothing to do with him, like
With him,
whatsoever.
it's the team, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you're like Holland,
I see.
that's what I think. Soccer is like, yeah.
right? Because
The
Holland
only
had
way
power
the
from
transfer
Ajax.
fee has any like resemblance of the players with the agent, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
agent
that's
will advise
right. I
them to go
forgot
to
how it works.
whatever pays most because the agent will
Oh,
be.
look who is in!
Wow.
He
Wow,
joined.
just as we're about to hop off.
I just got
Naughty,
that.
Naughty is in this bitch.
I
What
feel like
are
we're
y'all
gonna have
talking
to.
about?
We got. I mean, we've been on for.
We don't have much to talk
a lot,
about, but we're gonna be on tomorrow, right? Same time tomorrow, 9 p.m. every day.
I'm done.
Every day. And
give us
tomorrow it's
something
not
to-
going to be that long. It's just going to be like, it'll be like 10, 15 minutes. We'll talk about our top
Or
5.
maybe it'll be longer.
We'll do
We'll go through.
we'll do
We're
one
going
top
through our,
5.
our routines right now. So, what is
Yeah.
your routine, daily routine? Like
Yeah,
like?
Nati, what's your daily coronavirus quarantine routine?
Yeah. So we canceled school a week before spring break, and that week I took 100% off, basically.
Don't blame you.
Yep. And then spring break I took 100% off, and then this past week,
So you've
I
had 2
tried
weeks
to, like,
off.
work-
You've had the last 2 weeks off.
dude, it was
See,
way
that's
too
how I
much.
was.
You guys,
That's the
Yeah.
toughest part. Like, I think if we went on spring break and then like had another week of school and then went online, like it wouldn't be as bad. But the fact that we did all this the week before spring break, and like our teachers were like, we don't have it ready, so like they pretty much gave us 2 weeks of spring break. Like I just like checked out, and like it is so hard getting back in a routine.
Some schools were outright canceled until like
No, yeah,
this. Like
yeah.
you guys
shit
are
is-
lucky.
Dude, I saw this thing
Yeah,
on,
see,
it was
them
on
or was it
like,
just like, nah, get your shit together by Monday,
So
teacher.
do you guys have Nati and Justin? Do you guys have pass fail?
yeah.
It's an
You guys,
option.
yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
ours.
so that's ours too.
Which
But
is
not
alright,
gonna
but no, I saw
Take
this
that,
thing
though,
today
'cause I don't
on,
have a
it
free
was,
GPA.
Well, maybe though, if you get a C in a class, though, you'll probably want to, because then it hurts your
Likely,
GPA.
though.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just
saying,
at the
like-
end of semester. Anything that's less than a B, then I'm just gonna pass fail. Like
Yeah.
if
Right,
it's
that's
above
how
a
I
B,
am.
if it's a
They let
B
you pick
plus
and
or
choose
whatever.
what classes, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get let you pick and choose what classes you want. So like
Yeah. Yep.
that's what I'm gonna do. But I saw this thing today on Instagram or Twitter, where this university straight up just moved their grading scale for the semester. So 80 to 100 is an A, and then like
What?
59 or no 60 to 79 is a B, and then 0 to 59 is a C. Like you could
Yeah,
not
that's
do
what
anything the
happened.
rest of the semester
That is so
and get a
dumb, though,
C.
'cause, like, yeah, I could not do anything and probably get a B. Like, you do the very minimal work.
Yeah,
Like, as long
that's
as you're doing pretty
insane.
good in the class
A
already.
60 or above. That's exactly what I would
Dude,
do.
that
I'd be
sounds
like,
nice.
give me
That
my.
sounds super nice.
I know, right?
It's
That's
hard once you
crazy.
like turn off to turn back on.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I was
But
off
it's weird
for.
because like we
they
go
ex-
through summer and like then
Yeah.
I feel like we're fine. Like it takes a week, but I don't know. Maybe that's how it'll be.
But like summer, you got like a whole like.
I guess you go back to school though, and you like get in a
Right, and you
routine of like
do
going to
things.
classes and stuff. Yeah, but
And
like
don't
now
go from
we're
your
just
bedroom to the
this
couch
week,
to like the kitchen table.
Yeah.
That's
To
bad.
the fridge and
Like,
back,
Yeah,
and then
I
you
think
go to the
about that
fridge
at
again.
home, and I like
But
sit
the-
in front of my PlayStation while I'm trying to do homework. And, like,
It's
Right,
like those
yeah.
memes. It's like those memes where you just go to the fridge and you open it just to look what's inside, and then you close it. Like that's me, like pretty much just all day. I'm just like, what do I have in the
Every day,
fridge?
dude.
Oh, same thing I had a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the thing with summer though is like you have like that whole syllabus week right after you come
that's
back.
true. Yeah, to get
It's, like
yeah.
ease your way back into it. I had a test like the Monday
Yep.
that we started online.
Oh
Yeah, I've
shit!
been doing essays like.
Yeah.
Uh,
So like it's like
I
you're
mean, I've been
dropping
busy
lessons
this
and
week.
stuff like that.
I was busy at the beginning of this week. I was grinding on like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like I was nonstop just working on homework and stuff. But
Yeah,
last
that's what I
few
did,
days
like,
I've been
the past
good.
couple days.
So I've been chilling.
all right. Since Nati just joined, we'll do one more wheel.
All right, let's do a wheel.
What's
Go
the
ahead.
real?
And
All right, do
the
it here. Let's
so
play the coronavirus game first, and then we'll.
all right.
So basically, we're gonna see how many.
Wait, is it
coronavirus
still at
cases there are.
73? Do you not update
no,
it?
No, I gotta refresh.
All right.
So we're gonna see
Good
how many
fucking
Lord.
cases there are worldwide, and whatever the last two digits are, we're gonna debate or just talk about the best player that order number. All right.
We might have to look it up. We might have to
Yeah,
look it up.
86.
86 is his guess.
9. Okay.
9. All right, 9's a good one.
number. Isn't Breeze is 9, right?
Ronaldo, Brazil
Oh, yeah.
Ronaldo,
No, Ronaldo's 7.
Brazil
He's talking
Ronaldo
about R9.
R9. Yeah.
Oh,
We never
right.
watched him play.
has to be up there.
Breeze.
Breeze
is nine.
had Breeze is
that's what I
definitely
thought. I
Breeze
thought
is
he was
definitely up there for sure. Oh, hold on, whoa,
Tony
what's going
Parker,
on?
Dwayne Wade was 9.
Tony Romo.
Steve McNair.
Was Romo 9?
Yeah.
Romo is 9. I don't know if I'd put Romo up there,
I
but
mean,
Romo was
oh,
so
Gordie Howe. Gordie Howe is. I mean, that's hockey, but one
no,
of the best hockey
that's
players
true.
ever.
Gordie
Joe
Howe.
DiMaggio,
Damn. 9's a good number. 9's a good number. Shit.
Ted Williams,
Damn.
Really? Alright.
We're 9 what?
Jackson,
Anybody wear 9 right now? Outside like Breeze.
Ralph Kiner. Dude, there's a lot.
DJ
Joe Burrow.
LeMahieu.
Joe Burrow. I don't like Joe Burrow. I'm
not a Joe Burrow fan.
No.
He
But-
seems like a tool.
Yeah, and he's a
Dwayne
All right,
Wade
I
was
thought
only number 9 when he
Baker
played for
was
the
the
Cavs,
I thought
though.
Baker was the same way. So
Nah, I wanted Baker. I wanted Baker on the Broncos.
I'm interested to see how he does with some
I didn't
help
like
this
Baker.
year. Some line.
who does with some help?
Baker.
Oh my God.
Some
Like,
line. I know not help. A line.
I was about to say, dude has like the nicest weapon, please. Any young quarterback in the league could ask.
I don't know. I'd say in our time, it's definitely.
on our team, I'd say it's for sure Breeze.
But you could argue Joe DiMaggio, Gordie Howe was one of the best hockey players.
I mean,
of
there's
all
like
time.
greats in every like there. I mean,
Bobby Hull.
you give a 9 in any sport. Like Joe DiMaggio is the best 9 in baseball. Gordie Howe is the best 9 in hockey. CR9 is the best 9 in soccer. Drew Brees will be the best, or yeah, whatever. Not
Said
not CR9. R9 is the best 9 in soccer. Drew Brees the best 9 in football.
Yeah, we talked about Tony Parker.
Tony Parker is probably going to be the best 9 in basketball. I mean, for a while.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, that's what we say for all these guys, though, for a while, so. I don't know. Shit's crazy.
All right, and we'll spin the wheel one more time. All right, so basically
For
it's like
Nati.
a top 5, but it might be something different. Hopefully we don't get something that's like a big debate, but anyway.
If
let's
we
talk
get a big debate, we'll just push it back to tomorrow. That'll be our cliffhanger.
I knew it was gonna be this. All right, top 5
Burgers is a good one.
I know it is.
Yeah, I got
Shit.
5. I don't know if I have 5.
I don't know if I have 5 either. What?
One of my favorite Red Robin and
Yes,
Steak and Shake
Red Robin.
make a delicious like royal burger with an egg on it. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, but
I haven't had
good,
steak and
bro.
shake. I haven't had steak
I
and
think
shake.
In and out for the value you get,
I like
the fact that you
In-N-Out.
can get a double for like $3, I think people say it's overrated, but they can.
Nah, it's good. They
Yeah.
can
That
shove
burger I
it.
had at the bar that we went to for the watch party was so good. It was so good. I don't even remember where the place was, but that was Oh
No.
man, I miss it.
I know.
Oh, neither.
Those are the days. Hey, we got 7 people watching.
Do we actually? Dude, say what's up in the chat before
Yeah,
we get
Aaron
off.
Said,
Before we get off, say what's up in the chat.
What?
Ask us a
Aaron said
question.
Romo, R9, yeah,
Romo bullshit. Yeah, Drew Brees is better than Romo any day of the week.
All right. Anyway, back to burgers. Oh God, I mean,
Dude,
top
in terms
3
of
for
like
me-
true fast food, like fast food in Colorado, like Wendy's is definitely probably
Yeah.
the best burger.
All right, let's
No,
let's
best
let's
burger
rank
of
them.
all time?
Let's rank
I
fast
gotta
food
say,
burgers.
Fast food burgers.
Behind
Fast food
spicy doesn't
steak.
count, right? That's the
Huh?
same. Behind spicy.
What counts as fast food? Like it has to have a drive-through.
Yeah, that's not a burger. Like a meat. I think it's gotta be meat.
Like it has to have a. It has to have a.
drive-through. Yeah.
Okay.
A drive-through.
It has to have a drive-through. Well, then we're only talking about like a give. All right, Freddy's. All right, so I'm not in no order. We got Freddy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Steak and Shake. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Steak and Shake and who? What else we got?
I mean, there's.
What's the other? It's like Freddy's, not Steak.
I don't know if I'd count like Steak and Shake though, because that's like you can say like Good Times and Jack in the Box.
Good Times makes some damn good burgers though.
I've never had it.
Oh,
had it.
Good Times, dude. Good
I
Times.
haven't had a Freddy's burger in like.
No,
and
me
it's so- I
neither.
love
Me
Freddy's.
neither. But
It's just it's so expensive.
It makes me feel
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, and Freddy. I remember the last time I had it. Yeah, it made me feel a little bit sick.
a dog. Yeah, alright.
All right, let's rank between Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's. You're 1, 2, 3.
What? Ooh.
Wendy's, McDonald's,
All right.
Burger King.
When?
I got it.
McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are nuts. For
I don't
putting
like Burger King's
last.
bun.
Burger King
I don't like their
is easy.
buns. I don't like their
What?
What?
buns.
You don't like the sesame seed bun?
No.
Yeah. All right. I think Wendy's makes the best burger though.
For sure.
Out of those,
It's
two.
not close.
Then I have Burger King second.
I don't know. I haven't had a Burger King burger in forever, but
I'd
all I
rather
know
have
is the
a
last
double
time I
stack
had
of
that
Burger
shit,
King.
it was just whack. It was
I'd rather have a
whack.
double stack from Burger King than a double stack from McDonald's. I haven't had either in the longest time, but
I get the McDouble. I get a McGangbang from
yeah,
McDonald's.
McGangbang's good, too. Those are the
McGangbangs hit
days.
sideways. That's just good.
Burger's a
Alright.
tough one.
Alrighty, boys.
That's an hour and 8 minutes.
That's a long
Yeah.
ass. That's a long ass
Finished off
video.
with 8 people watching.
8 people. 8
once we
people.
start-
Shout out
once
to
we start
y'all.
getting-
I don't know who y'all are. We got like what? Adon, Aaron, Roy's probably in here. Mitchell's in here. I'm watching. Nate's watching. We got 2 others that I don't know who they are. So if you want to reveal yourself, you got like
We got
a few
we got
minutes,
super
but
fan.
we got some secret fans. But
Yeah, once we come up with, we probably won't do this daily, but once we come up with,
who knows?
yeah,
It'd be
we never
fun
know.
though. It'd be fun though. Even if we just do like a top 5.
Dude, Nate, how
No,
do
yeah,
you
we
do
can make it
that?
20
Like
minutes.
even if we
Uh-huh.
just like
Never mind, I found it.
we could think of like a good top 5 though, like that we could actually like
No, we'll just
pardon
keep
my
adding
pardon
stuff.
my
Come up with
take
good
did
ideas.
cereals, like nobody say anything, but cereals you could talk about for like 10 minutes.
There's one. There's one.
All right, but you gotta rank 5.
No,
You gotta rank
there's
5
one.
of them. Exactly.
Frosted
You say
Flakes,
that.
Frosted Flakes,
No,
Frosted
no.
Flakes,
I said
Frosted
what?
Flakes,
You
Frosted
don't say.
Five bowls
Don't
of
say it.
Frosted
I already know yours is Frosted Flakes, but we can talk about that for 10 minutes. I
don't
promise
remember
you.
the last time I had a different. It's probably been 10 years since I have had a different cereal.
Frosted
Flakes?
Flakes. This
Why?
dude's
You
ridiculous.
drink those.
No, this
They're
dude's
good
ridiculous.
cereal.
Stop. We can talk about it tomorrow. Why not tomorrow?
All right.
There's so many, like, there's a bunch of that stuff that we could talk about for like 10 minutes and be chilling and just try and get people in the chat. 9 o'clock.
My shirt's the Golden Gate Bridge. Y'all see it?
Yep.
I can see it
Why
on
not
your
your
shirt. That's all that's all I can see. All right. Well, nobody else is commenting.
Guys, my shirt is grass. Do you guys see it?
Yeah. All right. We'll let y'all go.
We'll post. Follow. Make sure you follow
Yeah.
us on
Make sure you
Twitter.
follow us on Twitter. If you don't, I mean, I'll post on like I might post on my Insta. I just want to do today just to get people interested, but we'll maybe post on our other social media if we go live or something.
Yep.
But yeah.
We'll come with some new ideas. Jot them down.
Yeah. And if you have any new ideas, please share. By the way, please share.
Yeah.
Because we're open to anything. We just want to chill during this quarantine. You feel? Out here during the quarantine life. Give us something to do for an hour every day. I'm chilling with that.
Get some Rocket League going.
Exactly. We're gonna get some Rocket League going. All right. I'm gonna stop this recording. Here we go. Stop stream. Peace out.